There's going to be a German Shepherd in the room, and let me tell you, this is a small room.
Right.
And he is going to attack somebody.
Somebody in this room.
In this room.
He's a trained attack dog, right?
Yes.
A trained attack dog will be joining us.
To attack one of us.
Actually, in about 5 minutes here.
And, yeah.
Let's just say.
But we drew straws.
Well, no, we haven't drawn straws yet. We're going to draw straws.
Well, the fix is in, Patrick. We're going to see Jeff ain't getting attacked.
That's right. We're sitting on the other side.
Dave Pellerin from Loyal Canine's in, and we kind of have our own fix in as well.
Zool was smart. He moved to this side of the table.
I see the seating arrangement has changed. These aren't our usual seats, gentlemen. Why are you sitting way over there?
I moved over here to protect Jeff.
Hey, I love your attitude, man. Thanks, buddy.
I'm going to stand between that dog and Jeff, and I ain't going to let him come within a hair's breadth of that man.
Thank you, brother.
I love this brother right here. I don't want to see nothing happen to him.
Loyal Canine, you're a loyal human being. Very loyal.
Don't call me a human being. That's what they call me on the Warner Brothers lot.
See what the dog has to say about that, Zool.
I can't believe you bringing a German Shepherd, full-grown German Shepherd in here.
It's full grown, Jeff.
Oh,
well, luckily it's Good Friday, and the German Shepherd is Catholic. So he cannot eat meat. He cannot eat meat today.
We hope he's practicing Catholic.
He does. He can perform a bris right here if you're not.
He can taste some meat. You can't eat it.
He can bite it and spit it out. Woo, this is going to be a fun show.
Who else do we got?
It's a little hotter here than normal. It's a little hotter in the studio than normal. Why is that?
Well, I'll tell you what. Once this dog gets in here and gets through with you.
Yeah, I hope your insurance, your medical is paid up.
We're going to get you a good lawyer.
I got 911 on speed dial just in case. Don't worry about it.
Good.
Yep.
Good. Well, should we get started? I think it's about time. We're going to take a short music break and be right back with Dave Pellerin and from Loyal Canine and his hilarious attack dog.
Hilarious? He didn't look hilarious to me. He looked hungry. Back on the Pocho, Hour of Power. And we're sitting here, and I think someone broke in and stole Zool's wallet. And we're going to have the attack dog come in and see if he can sniff it out.
Well, are we ready to roll?
Yes, we are. We're ready.
Let him rip.
Here comes the German Shepherd.
He's
coming in. He spot the villain. Oh, he's attacking him. Oh, he's beating him. He's got him by the arm. Oh, Patrick, are you okay, Patrick? Oh, this is not good. Oh, Lord. The dog is all up in his grill.
Chew him up, buddy.
Oh, chew him up. Oh, he's chewing. He's shaking. His teeth are all on there. Oh, God. Oh, he told him to slow down, and Zool's on my lap. Oh, listen to him. A killer dog. Oh, Patrick's egging him on.
And he's got Patrick by the arm. He is shaking him around. It's a good shake. Patrick's fighting him off, but he cannot. Oh, my Lord. Patrick, are you all right?
I don't know, but keep him over there by Patrick. That's all I'm saying. Don't bring him over here.
Get Jeffrey. Right,
no, don't get Jeffrey. That's not good.
Maverick, let los.
Yeah, don't get Jeffrey. No, not over here. Not over here. That's not good. That's not good.
Do you know how many guests have wanted to do that to Patrick? Well, you're the first one. Good boy.
That was crazy.
That's a good dog.
Okay, now this is Patrick. I've survived the dog attack, and now we're gonna make friends.
Make friends.
Hey, what can I? Well, she. Oh, good. She could be nice.
He's all good.
Come here, Maverick.
Oh man,
Maverick is a nice dog.
Yeah, well, keep Maverick over there. That's all I'm saying.
And where's my wallet, Maverick?
I don't know. He was alerting on it, man.
He was having too much fun. He forgot about the wallet.
Sure.
Oh,
well,
man.
Have a seat, David. Yeah.
Oh, that was crazy. That took me back to when I was 8 and hopped the fence and I got
does Maverick know if anybody in here's been smoking the green stuff, the medical marijuana? Is that?
When I walked in, it was kind of like he was like, "What's over there on that guy right there?" And I told, "I don't know if you got something, maybe."
Pointed out the black guy. Look at that. See?
When in Rome. You know what? He's not trained on narcotics, so you guys can all relax in the building. I see everybody stashing stuff up in the false ceiling. He is. He's really just a home protection dog. He's my demonstration dog. He's trained to off leash, on leash, things like that.
Wow.
Jump out of cars, jump in cars. You know, you name it. He's my demonstration dog. So he pretty much does everything, but weed.
Now, is that a camera you have around his neck?
Yeah, that's our GoPro cam. We do practicing inside the buildings and stuff. So we have a mobile app device to it on our iPhone. So when he's searching inside the building, I can record it and watch it at the same time.
That's
so
crazy.
We got the dog POV attacking me just now. So
wow.
If you want to see what that looks like, that'll be up on our Facebook page.
We'll be able to put
that's
it
hot.
on. Yeah.
You know, I got to give it hands down. It's pretty cool how it works, and it helps me because I don't get to see him what he's doing inside a building when he's looking for a suspect, or you know, like. We get bored at night, so we play hide and go seek. She gets in her wrap, she hides in the closet, and I let my dog chew on my girlfriend. I mean, it's a win-win all day long. So we love it. He's a great dog. He's 3 years old, man. And, you know, I couldn't have it any other way. Kathy was big supporter while I was overseas to take care of him.
Wow.
Well,
And,
David, let's talk a little bit about. So you've been training dogs in, of course, family dogs and whatnot.
Yeah, anything from a Chihuahua to a Great Dane, I can train it.
Can you train a Chihuahua to be an attack dog like that?
Well, you know, I can hold it up and try to get him to bite your face, you know. But yeah, I could teach him to do some ankle biting.
Yeah. If I wanted to train an army of attack Chihuahuas.
There you go. You never know when the zombie squad's going to come through, right?
That
So
would be hilarious. Especially when you see all these people walking these little dogs now, you know.
Yeah, you know, I do anything.
Is it harder to train a little dog?
It's a pain to train the little dog because you got to get down on all four with a little treat.
Oh, you
and
do?
you only got that like 1 inch from the neck to the ground to get him into the down, so you got to do that correction, you know. So I'm 6'1", you know, it's hard for me to get down on all four with that little guy.
You have to get down in front of him.
I got to show him how to lay down. I got to lay down next to him. So
I mean, how much you know hurt can a little Pomeranian do, really?
Yeah, it hurts because their teeth are smaller, so it's like, you know, getting poked with needles because they're not big puncture holes; they're just little things.
Right.
So yeah, it hurts.
Oh,
It
wow.
hurts more than a big one. I'd rather take a big hit than a
Really?
Oh yeah. Because those suckers, they don't stop, man. They go like watching a guy eat corn on the cob. Just they go rapid fire on you, where a bigger dog kind of bites and holds.
Oh, okay. He was.
Is that primarily what you do? You're training them for home security, or
No, you know, right now the bread and butter is basically basic obedience and advanced obedience, off leash stuff like that. You know, I only been overseas. I got back overseas a year ago, so you know the business is just starting off. So it seems like a lot of people have unruly dogs in their backyard, so it's been mostly basic obedience. Some service dogs. We had a person that was sick and he would fall over. It was one of his disabilities, and we trained a German Shepherd to have a harness on his back, so when he fell, the dog would come to his side and help him out.
Oh wow!
So we do anything, you know, service dog.
Just so you know, of course, most people didn't go to Afghanistan. You know, most people didn't go to Iraq, and you went to both. And from like the I don't know. I just thought perhaps we could talk a little bit about that experience. You were talking about you were an independent contractor.
Yes.
So,
yeah, I'm a civilian contractor working for either Department of Defense, Department of Justice, the U.S. Coalition Forces. You know, it could be either a U.S. contract or a U.K. contract, basically whoever needed me.
So were you working with canines over there as well? Or?
Yeah, I had a partner over there. He was. I started off with the first 3.5 years I was doing bomb dog explosives detection work, and then I followed up with taking the easy cushion job to finding narcotics on base and stuff.
Oh, now. Oh, okay. He set us up.
And I tell you what, Afghanistan is like going down to the 7-Eleven and buying a pack of cigarettes. There is hashish everywhere.
Wow.
Really.
But you were clearing the base itself. You were on the base.
I was on the base, and the contract prior to that, I was actually at forward observation bases assigned to different bases. One of them was a forward observation base, Spirwangar, and we'd go out on missions and we'd clear the villages with the troops. That was a Canadian base at the time, and I was stationed with them. So it'd be 200 soldiers going into a village, and me, the civilian guy, with a 9mm and an AK-47 or whatever I can get my hands on.
You were there for narcotics, not explosives?
No, I was there for explosives. Yeah, okay. On base stuff towards the last year was strictly on base.
And what does that pay?
It's nice numbers. It's a nice number. It's very tempting to go back because you're balancing how much do I want to get paid for my life.
Right. That's what I'm saying. It has to be a lot.
And then you're giving up your life at home too because you got to be away from overseas for so many years. It takes a toll on the home.
I take my hat off to you because I couldn't do it.
You know, I'm all about helping people and saving lives, so that's why I went.
A lot of people, don't even get a sense of what it is to be in Afghanistan. It turned into the longest campaign America's ever fought.
And we're still going.
Right, and we're still going. We're still there. What are we doing there? Are we running narcotics missions? Are we keeping the peace?
We're keeping the peace. We're trying to talk, it's almost like a Vietnam rerun because, they were being hoarded out to grow rice and things like that for the Viet Cong stuff, and it's the same thing, these grape fields, but in between the grape fields, all this marijuana's growing, and then they turn it into hash, and then you got your opium fields growing, and it supports the, I'm not quoting it, but this is the rumors, type of thing, so I
don't want one of the biggest opium.
I don't want Washington, D.C. calling me saying, no, you're wrong, but, those drugs support something, and they buy it. And so I'm assuming, the way I heard it supports the Taliban and their mission, and their causes and stuff. So, it's like walking through a field of marijuana all day long, trying to cut through the villages because that's their moneymaker. And we're trying to get them away from the Taliban and show them, you don't have to grow this. You can grow wheat, you can grow rice, you can grow other stuff. You don't have to grow hash and opium and poppy fields and all that stuff. You can do other things in your life, and you don't have to have, these school bullies that, these terrorists over there.
Right.
You don't have to have that. We could be better than that.
Did you find any bombs while you're there?
Yeah.
And how was that?
It makes your pucker factor 0 when you do find it. Because the only way you find it is when your dog alerts, and usually he sits and he looks at you, and that's when you're like, oh crap, what? Oh, but my job was strictly find it, and then I back out of the area. I'll either drop my ad or something in that area and report it to EOD. There was one where I didn't get to it in time, and a Canadian captain didn't make it, so that sucked because everyone's looking at me, and I'm in the rear, with the gear type of thing, and unfortunately that one hit home pretty close. So.
Right.
And you lost a dog once as well.
In Iraq, I lost him in Iraq. Yeah.
Sorry about that.
It gets tight. That's your best friend over there. That's it. Yeah. You depend on him, he depends on me.
But I heard dog trainers say you shouldn't let your dog sleep on your bed because it gives them a false sense of place.
I'd say that as well as couches, part of my training, but it's because it raises his alpha and lowers yours because you're lower than him type of thing when you're laying down. What I do say during training is absolutely not, and that people need to understand that it's actually a privilege to be invited onto the couch or the bed until you master the alpha status and let him know who's really in charge. And then he can come up as a privilege. With Maverick, he jumps up for about 15 minutes. He hears me snores, and he's jumping right back down because it's so loud. So he's like, he gets right back.
Now, does it matter? Because I know when I had a kid, I had an Akita. And
Japanese Akita.
Yeah, when it was a baby, it slept with me.
Yeah,
it
very home protective.
Yeah, it slept all the time. But if anybody came near me, he wasn't playing.
Yeah, I had one when my son was growing up, and he'd sleep underneath the crib, and every time we'd go in to give him milk, it would be this growl. It'd almost be like, halt, who goes there? Show me your passport, and your password, and, it's like easy. His name was Fuji. We called him Fujimaru, and he was very home protective of the child.
Yeah, because when
they're great dogs.
Yeah, when my little sister would cry, he would actually go in my mom's room and pull the covers off to let her know that my little sister was crying.
And that comes all with training because you got to establish who's friend, who's foe.
Right.
What's going on in the world, and you got to have those. You can't just have a dog trained to attack. We call that out here junkyard dogs. We can do that all day. But how do you get the dog to stop biting through discipline and basic obedience and advanced obedience?
Yeah, I love Akitas, man.
I wish we had more dogs overseas to help survive and save lives, but it is what it is.
Oh, well, thank you,
David. Dave Pellerin from Loyal Canine. What is there a .com?
There is. It's loyalk-9.com. There's plenty of training videos there to look. I have blogs there, pictures. I do in-home consultations. I can come to your home, do training, or you can send me your dog for a 2-week camp or a 3-week camp. I return the dog back to you, and he's awesome.
All right, and you're going to train my Chihuahua.
I'll train your Chihuahua. Awesome. Do you want to find all the weed, or do you want to bite ankles?
Ankle biter.
Both. He wants both.
I think with people who own Chihuahuas, all they really want is for them to sit when you say sit, and and stay where they are.
They are a pain. I remember there was one dog and they called it PETA, and I said, what does that mean? They're like pain in the beep, and I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. That's because they are.
Does it matter about how old the dog is? Because
yes, that's a good question. because a puppy lesson as a puppy, they don't know any better.
Right.
And there's a way of training that. And then about 4 to 6 months age is when the mind starts to develop and starts developing the sponge, and they start retaining information. We can get a little bit more of a correction out of them to know the difference between right and wrong. So anywhere between 4 and 6 months is where I start doing the basic obedience training, and then and up to around a year is when you want to start getting into the advanced off leash obedience and more intense stuff like that. But as soon as 4 months, I've even done if they're a smart AKC breed, I've done 3.5 months. I come to your house, I test your dog, let's see what's going on. If I think I can train it, I'll train it.
All right.
Thanks for coming in, and thanks to your dog Maverick.